Good afternoon, everyone. Mr. Kiley here with Martial Arts America Team Navarre. Okay, this is your Tuesday class. Today's date is April 7th. Okay, this is your adult class of the day. Okay, we're going to be going through the kata work we've been doing the last couple weeks. That's Forms 2, Form 7, and Boss I. We're going to start getting into our kicks and kind of working some of the individual kicks so we can hopefully combine them up in the upcoming weeks and kind of just get down into how to do those kicks on both sides. Those are the main goals of today. Kind of reviewing our balance goals for this week because there's balance weeks. We have our balance challenges going out, and of course adults are more than welcome to do that. I'd love to see that too. You have your adult kata we're going to work, and we have our adult kicks we're going to work, as well as kind of going and seeing where we are on our flexibility challenges. We kind of put that challenge out at the beginning of last week, so hopefully we've been stretching every single day a little bit and just kind of get a little bit better and better. All right, ready? Bow. Let's come on down to Seizon position. Everybody have a good weekend. I haven't seen you guys in like 5 days. I missed you. Hope you all had a wonderful, terrific Tuesday. Roll back to the balls of your feet. Good. Hopefully you guys have already stretched out today. If not, it's a very good habit to get into when you wake up in the morning. Is just kind of roll out of bed, okay, especially if you're not going to work that day, and just stretch, take 10 minutes and stretch out. Take 15, 20 minutes if you can while you're having your coffee or your water, whatever you have in the morning, and just sit and stretch and let your body loosen up. All the way up. Good. Keep your legs straight and just fold at the hips. Let your body just kind of hang down and elongate itself. Reach up real tall. Take a step out, stretch down. Over to the left side. Over to the right side. Bend your left knee. Switch. Sit all the way down. Heels, toes touching first. Pull yourself forward. And then take your leg, stretch it out. Switch sides. Make sure when you're stretching down, you keep good posture. You can lean into it just a little bit. Make sure if you knock the wind out of yourself by doing so you good and you squeeze your stomach and you knock the wind out of yourself, it tightens up your core and kind of stops your stretch where it is. So the other goal, anytime you're doing your stretch, you do want to breathe, okay? But you want to breathe out, expel the breath as you're stretching. Think of it as kind of deflating a balloon is a phrase I use very commonly. So if we're stretching down like this, I breathe in. And as you breathe out, you want to kind of breathe out slowly as you're reaching into your stretch. So it'll give you that deflating balloon feel. Take your legs out. But the goal there is it keeps your core relaxed, because you can actually lean to your stretch. You're not so tight. You're trying to relax the muscles anyway to stretch them out. So part of the way you do that is by breathing through what you're doing. Okay? Breathe in. Breathe out. It also just helps you kind of get in a better breathing pattern, which is a very underrated part of your training, is learning to control your breathing, which seems very elementary. Well, you breathe all the time, but learning to control your breath and how to, when to breathe in, when to breathe out, and to keep your breath fluid is a very important part and aspect of your martial arts. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time to the middle. Again, keep good posture when you're leaning forward with your split. From here, try not to round your back. Try to keep your core nice and strong. Good. Breathe in. And then breathe out as you walk, and try to roll your body forward. Try to think of your body laying over this way. You're not crumpling down, but you're just laying flat like a drawbridge. So you're walking yourself out. Good. And that's kind of a lot of you guys that can do the full split, I know a lot of you can, or you're very, very close to it, and a lot of times you get to that point and you're like, well, what do I do now? And you try to feel it kind of splits get boring because you can do them and you kind of check that box. From there, you start to work on the control of your split, not just on the going out part, but on the coming back part. And so instead, little challenges like, and let's see if my body can do it right now, like when you're doing it, when you walk out, when you come back, instead of coming back like this, trying to keep your hands out and try to unfold your body, undrawbridge yourself. So your body's coming back up. So you're having to keep your core tight and really use your hip strength and your core strength and your lower back strength to then fold your body back up. So it kind of looks like that. Good, I'll show you from the side. So if you can lay flat in your belly, good, that's your next full split goal, is when you walk yourself out. So then instead of coming back, to then sit up nice and tall. I'm not doing a very good representation of it, so I have to work on it too. But once you can do that with your body weight, then grab like a light book and then grab a heavier book. Or if you have weight plates at home, grab like a 5-pound weight plate or a 10-pound weight plate and just start to play around with adding weight to those hands as you come up nice and tall. To then again, work your core, work your hips, work your lower back, to then add an extra challenge to a goal you've already accomplished, which is kind of our goal, to accomplish a goal and then find something to make that goal a little bit harder and better. Okay, take your leg, pull it across, pull it in like this. And switch. Put it out, shake it out. Awesome job. All the way up. Fix your uniform. Kemai stance. Left hand out. One punch. Ready. Go. Go. Good. Breathe. Go. 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 Drop. 2 punches. Go. Snap, snap. Little things like when you punch, make sure your hand should ride along the side of your uniform until it kind of leaves and creates that gap. That's when it rotates. That's when it creates that snap because it has that rotation. Good. And so make sure it's not this. It's that drive and then rotate and snap. Driving those front 2 knuckles straight forward, okay? 2 punches. I'm sorry, left hand out. 2 punches. Go. 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 Good. Let's go to rest. Ready? 12 basics and height. 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 Step through. Height. Open it up. Height. 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 Rest. Ready. Feet together. Bow. Good. Get some water real fast. Run fast. Hurry. Got like a minute. Not even a minute. Like 10 seconds. Sorry if that was loud on the microphone. All right, we're back. We're going to run one time through form 2. Good. Which is, what is it? Kichohyung Idan. Very good. And then form 7, which is Pyang'an Sawdan. And then Basai, which is Basai. Very good. Okay, and so starting here, rest ready. Form 2, stay with me. We're doing the whole entire form. Just nice review. It is your down block to the left. Good. Trying to get your stance and strikes to land at the same time. Phrase there is economy of motion. Good work. Step forward and high punch. Land, strike, and stance at the same time. Pre-position those hands. Get the eyes looking where they're going so you can solidly see where your foot's about to go. Turn, keeping your body weight down. And then step forward. Face punch to the left. Down block. Advancing high covers. Rotating horizontally. That means sideways. Last one is hard count. 270 degrees. That means we're going there. We're going the long way though. So make sure you get your eyes there first. So you pivot those feet, see where it's going. Slide that foot back, rotate the body. Down block. Very good. Step forward, punch high. Over the right shoulder, turn. Down block. Step forward, punch high. Now we're going to the back wall. So you're going away from me. Your back will be to me. Turn down block away from me. Step forward and high cover. Step forward and high cover. Step forward, high cover hard with the right hand. One more 270 degree spin. Good. Turn. Down block. Step forward. Face punch. Turn. Down block. Step forward. Face punch. Back to rest. and ready. So when it comes to forms 1, 2, and 3, they have that same I form pattern or H form pattern. All that basically means is we start facing the front, you go to the left, to the right, to the front, okay, making that center passage of the I or the H. And then from there, you basically just turn around and you start the form over. You go to the left, to the right, and then straight forward. And then we turn over our left shoulder again, facing the opposite direction, and then we go to the left and to the right. So a lot of times, especially when we get to that 270-degree spin, that really big rotation, it can kind of throw us off on what leg's supposed to go where. Okay, but if you can kind of take and just pattern it that way in your brain, that it's just the same exact 3 portions of the form going different directions, a lot of times it can help make the form seem a little bit less daunting. So again, from here, it's just step left, step right. Good. Step right, step left. Step right, step left, step right. Right? And then all I do is I flip around and I do the same thing. Good. Step left, step right. Step right, step left. Step left, step right, step left, step right. And then I turn back where I came from. So just take those little steps. Anytime something gets too complicated stepwise and formwise, just try to break it down into smaller pieces. It's the same way. It's like I'm not great at math, but I like how math is very analytical, and it's just breaking things down into smaller pieces. If whatever you're doing doesn't make sense, break it down smaller and smaller. Okay, it's all we're basically doing with your form. If something doesn't make sense, break it down to more steps and more pieces so you can kind of walk yourself back through the process. Okay, so now we're going on to form 7. Ready position. So we'll turn to the left. Like most forms, you turn to the left first. Block. Good. Put it down. Block. Double cross. Good. Pull. Double fugal. So I'm leaning back on this left foot. Both hands push to the front. Slide up to the right leg. Hands come across your body. Hammer fist to the side as you side kick. Unwind it. Land in a jungle stance. Throwing that elbow. Good. Set. Other side. Boom. Good. And that is you kicking somebody in the stomach, grabbing their head, and then high-fiving it with your elbow. Good. Turn. High block chop. Front kick into looping back fist. And it's that same looping motion as this crosses behind. Turn, unwinding your feet, step your left foot forward, and you're going to the back right corner of the room. So if we both started facing this way, now you're going that way, to the back right corner of the room. Here. Pull with your right leg, kick with your right leg, pull with your right leg, pull with your right hand, kick with your right leg, punch right, punch left. Much better at martial arts than I am at talking. Turn to the right, both hands up, pull with the left hand, kick with the left leg. Set down, punch left, punch right. We're going to finish this form off today. Slide back, fugal double, same exact block we did earlier in the form, right? We went 1, 2, 3, there it is. We've already done this movement. So now it's here with the left foot in the front. Step, right foot in the front. Step, left foot in the front. Now from here, you're going to step out with the left foot. And this part's kind of hard because your back is probably to me. You're going away from me. Good, you step out, your hands open up into sharp knife hands, simulating you grabbing somebody by the shoulders. Don't do a grabbing motion, just have your hands open. Okay, from there, you're going to pull your knee through the middle. Do not slap your knee. Just hit through the middle, just here. Good, and that is a hard count. That is a key op. Ready? So it's, set the foot down, slide the foot over, knife hand. Step 45 degrees, knife hand. Okay? Suto middle, suto middle. Easy? All right, so do that part again. Let's go from looping back fist here. Turn, cross. Pull, front kick. Same foot, same hand. Set it down in the front, punch right, punch left. Cross them, slide that foot back, go ahead and pivot so my weight stays on my left foot. When I push this foot back to me, I basically stay on this foot so I can quickly pivot it and then step back out this way. So my left foot is in charge of guiding my step and turning and rotating my hips. Going to this corner, now I can pull my left hand and kick my left foot. Set in the front, punch, punch. My right foot is already kind of in a straight line here, so I don't know if you can see my foot, but I just slightly turn it to where it's going sideways. So I can then slide back and Fugel double. And then that really complicated hard transition, that's really, you have to kind of contort your hips. You have to then pivot, good, and then lean onto that new leg. Lean onto your left foot as I pull my hands back, slide my right leg to the front, and then push my double. And then twist and push. Step out, turn into Chungle stance, drive the knee, set it down, hands lock and load, find that line, rotate. My right foot is going straight this way, my left foot is going straight this way. So I'm on two different planes. 1, 2. If that pattern looks familiar, it's very familiar to that pattern in forms 3 and 4, where you go from one wall to the corner. Okay, in those forms, you go to the other wall, to the other corner. In form 7, you stop there. You go 1, 2. You stop. Okay? Excellent job. Okay, so that's form 7. Okay, if you have those down, locked and loaded, okay, then we're going to go on to boss eye. If you don't have those, then just kind of take a pause and jump back and work on form 2, work on form 7, and we'll get boss eye at a later date. All right, if you have boss eye, if you have those, let's jump in with us. Ready? Bow, bring it up, pull down, lift those shoulders up. Good, wings up, balls of your feet up, step, crush. Good, grab the head, temple attack. Okay, make sure your hand isn't here, it is flat. Good, rotate, left foot steps out as you block, rotate those hips and shoulders, cross. Okay, leave this foot where it is, but pivot on it, swing this leg around. Good, 1, 2. Nice job. Make sure you get that nice pull back motion. Push off of that right leg so I can then do that breakaway. Use the motion of your arm coming down. As I lift it up, that's the pivot point. That is when you turn, because your body, anytime you have a lifting motion, your body's lighter. Okay, so your body's a lot more powerful and it's a lot more adept at turning when it's lighter. Okay, so from here, down, up, step. Good. Cross. Turn. Lock and load your feet. Sink that stance down. Chop. Good. The chops are flat and straight. Your arms are in a straight line. You're pointing your fingertips at your shoulder. Good. Your punches go to the center of the chest. Good. Punch. From there, pivot. As your hips turn, boom. Shoulders turn too. Rotate. Good. And then readjust this foot as you punch. Good. Rotate. Punch. Notice how my foot slid in. You want that cut the middle, split the difference. And so as I pull my hands, my left leg's job is to quickly kind of lean onto this leg so I can slide. And then I transfer the weight. So just a very, very quick weight distribution change. Okay? I go from here. I lean onto this foot just enough so I can slide this foot underneath me and lean on it. So now this foot can be light. Okay? It's a very smooth move there. Okay? Shuffle. Ooh, knock the microphone off yourself. Pull back. 1, 2, 3. Step back. Left hand. Step behind. Turning. Side kick. Set it down. 1, 2. Pull back. You're going away from me now. That breakaway. Try to avoid the swimming motion. Right? Here. Push. Round the shoulders a little bit. Hands come up. Double hammer fist. Crush the ribs. Just keep your body here. Keep your body level down. Don't rise and fall. You want to keep a level plane. So I step, punch. Okay? Notice how your body kind of drifts. It's almost like it's going in a diagonal line. It's not. It's going straight forward, but your stance keeps adjusting, and your right leg kept stepping forward. So that's why it seems like you're going to an angle, but you are just moving straight forward. Your stance is just wide. Okay? And from here, step out. Step feet closer together. Step out again. Punch is still middle of the chest. Left leg slides over. Now you're going back towards the camera. Feet pivot. Now if you notice that, you go from Chungle stance here to Chungle stance here. Push. Left hand's a tight fist over your shoulder. Right hand is a knife hand. Here. I'll show you from a different angle. Here. Good. And from there, I go from Chungle. I slide back, so I pivot that foot first. And as I slide back, my hands open up. So my hands close. Your angle here is still 135 on both arms. Show you from the side. Here. So I'm from 1, here. It's not there. Good. Not here. That. Good. Boom. Now from here, your hands come in tight. Good. Inside crescent kick. Set down. It is a down block. So you cross both hands. Right hand's on the outside because that's the action hand. Down block. Keep your stance low. You cross them again. Your left hand's a knife hand now. So your left hand's on the outside. This is the new action hand. And it's a backhand. It's an open-handed back fist. Good. If you can tell me what other form we do that in, it's a junior form, I'll give you bonus points. Not sure what for, I'll just give them to you. Good. And fire form. Good call. Okay, so I'll show you from the side. Okay, I see a lot of students get in a hurry, and they do whatever this is, and then a backhand. It is a down block. It is shading over your leg in front of you with your right hand. So it is down, backhand. Leave it here. Pivot your hips. Okay, anytime you're doing a crescent kick, you want to get this, especially your base leg, get that base leg pointing where it's going. Okay, get this leg turned and pointing where it's going. Okay, that's going to make this kick a lot easier. Okay, anytime your body's going laterally and it's trying to kick across your body, okay, your body doesn't like to do that. So it's very important to just quick flip of those hips, and now I can swing my leg up in front of my body. Instead of kind of trying to get it to swing all the way around, now it just pivots and it comes up. And land in an elbow. Okay? So resetting, we went push, break away. Good. Inside crescent, make sure I get in from this part. My body's still, it's very important of my back leg. When I leave the ground with my right leg, don't let it leave it like that. Get this hip to flip. Get that foot to turn. So now it's more of a straightforward motion. And I land and I keep pivoting it. That's a lot of the little hidden subtleties of this form that make it hard but also make it beautiful are the little feet transitions that hide in it. Okay, a lot of little tiny twists and turns of your feet that kind of go unseen when you do it too fast. Down block, backhand. Quick flip. Turn again. So this hand is hit twice. Your left hand's hit twice. Once, twice. Good. Down, around. Good. It is a breakaway and re-breakaway. It goes under, around, and under. This hand doesn't even do anything. It's not this. Good. It's down, around. Okay, from here, one more move. Push back, pull across. Good. It's a breakaway. 1 to 2. And then from there, they'll have the side that it's on. I step out with the same foot that I pulled back. So I was in a, if the form faces the front, your left side is forward. So now I'm facing the back wall. So from here, my right leg pushes back to me. My right leg steps out. Good. And it is a high punch and it's a low punch. Now, the hardest part about this isn't even necessarily doing this movement right. It's not contorting your body. Okay, because when you're doing this, your body wants to do this. Your body wants to start rotating itself. Don't let it. Stay vertical. Stay up and down. 1, 2. Okay, the way to think about it, like we talk about any other two-handed move, if you broke it apart and did each hand by itself, what would it look like? If I just did a punch high, good. If I just did a punch low, okay, my body wouldn't contort. It wouldn't twist. So if I'm doing both of them, good, it shouldn't change. Okay, your positions are right above your belt, or right about belt high, good, and then forehead high. It's a face punch and a groin punch at the same time. Okay, so I'm going from 1 to 2. Your shoulders may have a little dip in them. That's fine, but I don't want this weird thing. Okay. Those are kind of your cues to work on with Boston. I know it could be kind of really went off the deep end with Boston. I worked on a lot of the finer points. This form, it can be really awesome, okay, but the same reason it's cool is the same reason it can be frustrating and difficult at times. There's a lot of little nuance to it. There's a lot of little key parts and points that the markers that have to be hit for the form to look like it's supposed to look. So that's why I'm trying to slowly, every time we do it, I'm trying to implement new things and new focuses to pay attention to. Okay, it's not that I forgot them, but it's just if we go over all of these things at its finest point, then we would never really get anywhere with this form. So we kind of have to go back and kind of go through different highlighted points, okay, as we're going along with it. Okay, we're kind of new focuses every time we do it. Again, this will be a really, really awesome form, a form to have a lot of pride in, and be really proud of yourself for knowing and understanding, more so, not just knowing it, but understanding it, okay, when we get to the end of the journey. Okay, we're getting there. It's going to take some time. Okay, some of you guys that already know Basai, you might have to go back and almost relearn it, because now we have time to really dig deep into the finer points of it, okay, which is the goal. Okay, not just to know a form, but to understand what you're doing, to understand the bunkai, the practical application, to really dig into it and kind of see what's actually going on. And that's important because that's what makes you a better martial artist, and that's what's going to help lock that form in your brain for the long term. If you're just doing movements because they're movements, okay, then you might remember it for a little while, but your brain will probably forget it. But if you're doing it and you're not just doing it because it's a move, but you're understanding what the technique is and what you're actually doing to someone in a self-defense situation with those movements, it helps really lock those movements into your brain a lot better. So again, it's a little bit longer of a journey. It's going to take some more time to get there, okay, but it's well worth it. Okay, so I hope you guys are having fun with it. If some of it doesn't make sense, I can definitely teach it a different way and kind of have a different way to remember it. But I appreciate your time and effort. Okay, make sure you get some water and stretch out after class if you haven't already, or of course you haven't already. Good. Or if you're not staying for the sparring class next, which I hope you guys are, so we're going to have a lot of fun and get kind of excited. And feet together, bow, get a quick water break, come back for sparring, you're dismissed.